So let's take a moment to review what we've done thus far. We have this 4-bar mechanism and we've added this arm, this lifting arm right here. If we go over here to our motion and just run that, we'll see the 4-bar link goes around 360 degrees and we have this lifting mechanism. If I run back here, I can slide this also just by picking on the line here at the top there and run that up and down. Now, what if we want this more controlled? Right now, the lifting arm drops down too far and it may go up too high. So how do we control this, add more control? Say we only want the arm to go down to about here and up to about here. So this is the only distance we want it to carry through. And I've made a copy of this file out in class files, so I'm just going to close this for a moment. And if I go out to my robotics class files folder, I'll see I've added 2 other files to this, hydraulic cylinder and hydraulic base. And here's the actual 4-bar hydraulics I want to use. So if we go out here and I can change the view to list. So let's just open up the 4-bar basic 3D assembly. So I'll double click on that and there's our file. So again, to control this lifting distance height, I'm going to go out to my parts library, and in my class files folder that I've given you, you can go out to hydraulic cylinder, hydraulic base. There's 2 files in there in class files. If you're not sure where that is, just go up to the parts library right here, up 1 level. There's my solid edge files, there's my class files, and I'm going to drag in, just highlight it and drag it in the window. There's my hydraulic cylinder. I'll go back to my parts library. That was my base. Now I'll drag in my cylinder. And I could get that to center on the center of this hole also. Now when I add these pieces to my 4-bar mechanism, I don't want this to interfere. So I'm going to come in here to the crank, right here, double click or go up to crank, right mouse click, and I'm going to open that part. And on this end here, I'm going to add a circle right at the center, right out to the edge, and I'm just going to pull this out 5 millimeters. I don't want this on extrude symmetric, I just want it to go one way. I want it to come out 5 millimeters. And I'll save that, and I'll close and return. So I can just X out of that, and I'm back to my part, and I've added that little piece. Now what I'd like to do is spin this around, go to the mate command, and I'd like to mate this face right here to this face right here. And I'd like to take the cylinder and align the cylinder with this cylinder. And I'd also like to align this cylinder. I'll go back to axial align this cylinder with this cylinder. So what I've done there is just added this little hydraulic link.